China just crossed a line. The T800 humanoid robot isn't impressive anymore. It's unsettling, unpredictable, and forcing scientists to rethink human physical limits. 1. The footage that made experts stop calling it CGI. When the video dropped, reactions weren't excitement, they were disbelief. The T800 wasn't walking or lifting boxes, it was spinning midair, throwing full rotational kicks, smashing barriers, and landing with balance humans would struggle to survive. Viewers instantly accused the footage of being computer-generated because the movements violated known humanoid robotics limitations. Engine AI responded the only way skeptics would accept, by releasing raw, unedited footage with live audio. No cinematic cuts, no visual effects, just a humanoid machine executing combat-style maneuvers in real time. That decision changed everything. Engineers watching frame by frame realized this wasn't animation polish. It was mechanical control at a level not publicly demonstrated before. What scared experts wasn't speed. It was stability during chaos. The T800 doesn't hesitate mid-movement. It commits, adapts, and corrects balance instantly. That's the exact point where robotics usually fail. This video forced a hard truth. China's humanoid robotics aren't catching up. They're redefining benchmarks. 2. Why these movements terrify robotics engineers. Humanoid robots historically struggle with one thing: dynamic instability. Walking is scripted, running is predictive, but spinning kicks require millisecond-level recalculation while airborne. The T800 doesn't just execute, it adjusts mid-rotation. That implies real-time sensor fusion, working with embodied intelligence, not pre-planned motion loops. Engineers noticed something even more disturbing: joint compliance. The robot absorbs shock like muscle, not metal. Landings don't jar, knees flex naturally, ankles compensate. That means Engine AI has solved a problem Boston Dynamics and others still tightly control in labs. This isn't about combat use. Scientists fear what comes next because these movement capabilities transfer directly into factories, logistics, disaster zones, and unpredictable human environments. A robot that can recover from violent imbalance doesn't freeze when things go wrong. It adapts. That's where control becomes autonomy.
Let's have a look at it first.
为啥我感觉这防护不够齐全？
应该差不多吧？没事没事，应该。
采访一下你，你现在心情如何？紧张吗，老板？第4个T800，正面硬刚。
3. Engine AI's T800 is not a demo toy. Engine AI didn't build the T800 as a showpiece. Founded in 2023 in Beijing, the company focuses on embodied intelligence, meaning AI that exists physically in the world, not just in software. The T800 is a full-scale humanoid designed to operate in spaces built for humans, factories, service areas, and real environments where chaos is normal. What shocked analysts is how Engine AI skipped incremental steps. Most humanoids learn stability first, speed later, agility last. The T800 arrives already agile. That suggests massive simulation training combined with real-world reinforcement learning. China's government support accelerates this path. Robotics is now a strategic priority, and Engine AI is moving fast enough to challenge Western leaders before regulatory frameworks even catch up. The fear isn't that robots will replace workers. It's that they'll outperform them in unpredictable conditions.
太暴力了，太冒了。刚才踢到那脚，其实如果不带护具，没有人能撑得住，这里绝对会骨折。
还有下一期吗？还有下一期吗，老板？还有下一期吗？
有下一期，但是我不保证还活着。
4. The moment his CEO took the kick. One clip ended all debate. A Chinese executive steps into a simulated battle scenario with a humanoid robot. No cuts, no safety theatrics. The T800 reacts instantly and delivers a controlled but forceful kick. The human stumbles back, not staged, not exaggerated. This moment terrified researchers because it proved force modulation. The robot isn't just powerful, it understands restraint. That's far harder than brute strength. It means the T800 can scale force output based on context, a requirement for operating safely around humans. Once a robot understands how not to hurt you, it also understands how it could. That dual capability is what triggered global concern.
Three, two, 1。
老板怎么感想？老板，老板什么感想？老板，玩一下。
刚才提到那氧气是，如果不带护具，没有人能撑得住，这里绝对会骨折，太冒了。
5. From walking to dancing in front of cameras. The final proof wasn't violence, it was confidence. In front of media, officials, and industry leaders, the T800 walks smoothly, adjusts posture, dances lightly, and transitions between movements without delay. No harness, no visible external control. This matters because public demos usually expose flaws. Instead, the robot moved naturally under pressure. Engineers watching noted how it handled micro imbalances caused by flooring, crowd proximity, and visual noise. All conditions robots typically hate. This wasn't a lab success. It was a public stress test, and the T800 passed. Six, the modeling clip that proved precision control. At first glance, the 4-second modeling clip looks harmless. But robotics experts noticed something critical immediately: posture discipline. The T800 isn't just standing still, it's holding balance with micro-corrections running through its joints. That level of stillness is harder than movement. Most humanoids shake, sway, or lock joints when stationary. The T800 doesn't. Its torso alignment, head orientation, and limb symmetry indicate continuous feedback loops adjusting dozens of variables per second. This proves the robot isn't executing scripted poses. It's actively maintaining equilibrium like a human model holding form under studio lights. Why does this matter? Because factories, hospitals, and service environments require robots to wait, observe, and hold position safely. Precision stillness is the foundation of safe autonomy, and this clip quietly confirms Engine AI has cracked it. 7. How China's robotics push changed the timeline. The T800 didn't appear in isolation. China now has over 150 humanoid robotics companies, more than half of them startups. Government policy openly prioritizes embodied intelligence, fast-tracking funding, testing environments, and deployment approvals. Market researchers estimate the humanoid robotics sector will exceed 100 billion yuan by 2030, growing over 50% annually. That scale compresses innovation timelines dramatically. What Western firms plan for 2035, China is testing publicly now. The T800 represents what happens when hardware, AI training, and state backing align. It's not just faster development, it's fearless deployment. Engineers aren't waiting for perfection. They're releasing, observing, and iterating in public, which accelerates progress exponentially. Another key factor is China's testing freedom. Robots like the T800 are allowed to operate in semi-public demonstrations much earlier than in the West. This accelerates failure discovery, real-world learning, and rapid redesign, shrinking development cycles from years into months. 8. Why scientists say this isn't about combat. Despite the kicks and simulated battles, experts agree the T800 isn't a weapon showcase. Combat movements expose something far more valuable: extreme recovery ability. A robot that can kick can also slip, fall, catch itself, and continue working without shutdown. That's crucial for logistics warehouses, construction sites, disaster response, and emergency environments where unpredictability is constant. The T800's control demonstrations show it can absorb mistakes without catastrophic failure. That's the difference between automation tools and autonomous partners. Scientists aren't afraid of robots attacking humans. They're uneasy about robots that don't fail when humans expect them to. Researchers emphasize that combat-style motion is the fastest way to stress test joints, sensors, and balance algorithms simultaneously. One kick can reveal weaknesses that months of controlled walking tests never expose, making these demonstrations efficient validation tools rather than aggressive intent. 9. The global comparison nobody wanted yet. When Tesla's Optimus and Figure AI's humanoids showcased running abilities, comparisons flooded the internet. But the T800 entered a different category. While others focus on speed and efficiency, Engine I emphasized agility under instability. Running on a clean lab floor is impressive. Executing rotational strikes, midair corrections, and force-controlled human interaction is harder. Analysts quietly admitted the T800 demonstrates motor intelligence most competitors are still training toward. This doesn't mean China has won, it means the race just shifted. The benchmark is no longer walking, running, or lifting, it's adaptability under chaos. And right now, the T800 sits uncomfortably close to the top. Industry insiders also note a philosophical difference. Western humanoids prioritize safety-first limitation, while the T800 demonstrates boundary-first exploration. This contrast explains why comparisons feel uncomfortable. They reflect two entirely different development mindsets competing in the same technological era. 10. The moment robots stopped feeling predictable. The most unsettling realization isn't mechanical, it's psychological. Viewers watching the T800 don't describe it as impressive, they describe it as aware, not conscious, but responsive in ways humans instinctively recognize. Its pauses feel intentional, its recoveries feel learned, its restraint feels deliberate. These qualities blur the line between programmed machines and adaptive entities. Once robots reach that zone, public perception changes permanently. The T800 didn't just go viral because of movement. It went viral because it challenged our assumptions about control, who holds it, and for how long. Psychologists studying human-robot interaction warn that unpredictability triggers emotional response faster than realism. The T800's adaptive timing disrupts expectation patterns, making humans subconsciously assign intent. That reaction marks a shift where robots stop being tools and start feeling like agents. The T800 isn't science fiction anymore. It's a warning shot. The age of predictable robots is ending, and the world isn't ready for what's walking toward it next. If this shocked you, hit like, share it with someone who needs to see this, and subscribe, because this future is arriving faster than anyone expected.